The labour hoarding fallacy. Well, the models assume that firms scarred by post-pandemic labour shortages would hoard staff even as demand slowed. We do tend to do that in the UK, but this assumption has been broken this time round because faced with the triple whammy of high interest rates, the national insurance shock in the budget for 2024, and the significant rise in the minimum wage in April 2025, businesses have been shedding staff in order to protect their margins. And then there's the insolvency lag. The rise in corporate insolvencies is a lead indicator for unemployment. The bank's models tend to smooth these shocks, assuming a linear progression. But in reality, employment falls off a cliff when cash flow dries up. Now, what about the real unemployment rate? Because the official rate's 5.1 based on flawed data, we can be pretty sure the reality on the ground is even worse. We've got underemployment. So one of the snippets in the report also notes that unemployment, underemployment, and flows from employment to unemployment have all risen. So what is underemployment? Well, it's when people see their hours cut in jobs, people who are working, the average number of working hours from an employed person, because it's one of the big flaws of effectively what goes on in the labour market. In terms of the measurement, we talk about people as if they're binary, unemployed or employed. We don't get into the detail of who's employed part-time, full-time. We do look at things like the average number of hours people work, of course, and the average employed person works about 31 and a half hours, I believe, in the UK. So that tells you how many part-timers there are in a way. It's quite difficult to measure, of course.